friends. We're just in my bedroom, in my PJs. My hair is not done, but I have to tell you about a project that I've started. I didn't want to start this project just yet, but I was kind of forced to, so, you know, twisted my arm. We went to a friend's house because my partner's going out with them tonight to like a tribute band for Limp Bizkit and who else is it? Linkin Park. So it's just a cover and it's at a local pub, and I am quite happy to be at home and crafting. And of course I've got the girls with me, so you know, I'm happy for him to go because we'll stay home and craft. So yes, I started a blanket. It was inspired by, I have to find out her name. Let me go check. Okay, her name is Michelle Jasek. Here's her channel. And here's a picture of the blanket that I'm inspired by. She didn't make it. She got it by when she was thrifting. And I just like that. And I'm sure I've seen other ones like it that other people have thrifted. And it's just got the variegated yarn in granny squares. And then on the outside, black. So I got these mill ends that were really cool. And yeah, I thought I was going to make a granny square cardigan, but I changed my mind. So the whole thing is I needed a project that was easy to do while I was over there just chatting with them before they went out. So we went over there and the girls had a swim and we had a chat and that. So I wanted to take some crochet with me to do something easy. And yeah, I'll show you, I'll turn the camera around, I'll show you what I've got so far. So this is the yarn that I found in mill ends. So each ball is 100 grams and I got 4 of those. So I think I'm going to do up 3 of them in the squares, and then I'm going to leave 1 ball to do an outline. I'll see how many squares it is and if I want to chuck a couple more squares in on the 4th ball. But I just love the colours and I think they will go great with black around them. So I've already finished 1 ball and I'll show you what I got. Alright, I believe I got 8 squares and this is how they look. So I just let the yarn do the talking. I turned as I went and they're just 1, 2, 3, 4 around. I thought that gave me sort of at least 2 colours in there. And so yeah, I think with black around these, they're going to look super interesting. And I think this might be Red Heart retro stripes or something like that. I will have a little search and see what I can find. But yeah, I think they're going to be cute with black around them. So I'm on to ball number 2. This only took me an hour and a half. So we watched a video. We watched the Descendants movie on Disney Channel that they have at their house. That's just Dave. So yeah, I'm going to get stuck into the second ball. We're going to do the 3 balls and then let's lay it out and see how big it is. Update, I've got another skein done and 8 more squares. So I'm going to do 1 more skein, which should take about an hour and a half, and then we'll see how big it is and get some black on there too. Well, hello, we're in my daughter's room because they're all in my craft room. It's still the weekend, still in my PJs. Last night looked a bit weird because I was very, very tired. I was falling asleep crocheting. So not long after that clip, I went to bed. But we are on the 3rd ball and I just want to show you how many squares we've got. And we might even lay them out on this single bed here and see how it's going. Okay, we have 18 squares finished. And I found out that in Australia we would call this Red Heart Granny yarn, no, not Red Heart Granny, we would call this Red Heart Super Saver yarn 12 ply. So I checked at Spotlight that they do have black in the 12 ply, so we're going to go get that. We're using a 5.5mm hook, 4 rounds on the granny square. We're this far through the 3rd ball, so we're going to get quite a few more. And the colorway is called Parrot and it's really pretty. So I thought what we might even do is we can arrange it that it goes like from purple to blue to green, like of course with black all around it. See what that looks like, see how big a blanket would be. And yeah, I'll lay that out and then we'll have a look. Okay, here is how it's looking on a single bed. That's the whole bed. So it's doing about half. and we're going to have the black outlines around it. We're going to do like a granny square, and then we might do 2 rounds of like single crochet. And I think the ombre looks pretty cool, rather than mix it all up. But yeah, otherwise we could mix them up evenly. And then we'll leave the third ball to do a border all the way around. So yeah, I think we'll have enough because we've got 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Yeah, I've only just started the second ball, so we should get enough to get another couple of rows. We'll get 8 out of each ball. So that's the progress. Okay, here's the update. We went to Spotlight and we got the 12 ply black, but it does not feel much thicker than normal black. It looks exactly the same as normal black. Can you tell which one is thicker? No, neither can I. It's this one. This is 8 ply. So anyway, we got it. That'll have to do. Got 1 ball left for the border. Okay, this is all our squares. That's the 3. And I was going to weave in our 2 ends. We've got to make sure we make a knot for the magic circle or it will come undone. But I'm going to do all the black rounds before I do the ends, because then we can do all the ends and then sew the lot together. So we're going to do 1 more round of these clusters and 1 round of single crochet, and then we'll put them together. It's update time. Here's all the ones that I've made. Look how pretty they are. And I was a little bit worried that these ones were going to be too dark, because they look a bit like meh compared to like this. This looks so bright, and I knew this would look good with black because of the red heart granny square. Is it called neon something? I'll put a picture. So I knew that would look good, but then I was worried this would look a bit dull, but it looks awesome with the black. I think it's still going to look cool, but look at this. How pretty is that? So yeah, we do the black first because then we can weave in all the ends at the same time. So we've got, oh, and then here's a blue one. Let's find a blue one. And this one looks great. Now look at that. Here's a bluish one. We should have like a blue. There we go. Looks awesome. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 14, 15 exactly out of that one skein. Look at them. That's so cool. Yeah, so 15 out of exactly one skein. Like I finished with like that much left. Okay, so we're going to keep going with our next skein. Luckily I got 2 skeins, but we're obviously going to need more. Update. It's a couple of hours later. Boom. Right, here they all are. Okay, so we've got 25. It looks pretty cool with all the little dangly bits against the black. So now I'm going to take a little break to make dinner, but tonight we are going to tighten up the magic ring, tie a knot, and then weave it in. We're going to weave in all the ends except for the very last one here. I just put 3 single crochet into the corners. So we'll weave in this one where we started the black, but we'll leave that one. And then we're going to join them on the sides, 5 in a row, and then we'll join the rows together. And then around that we can make a border. So I think I have enough black just to do the joining of the squares and possibly some of the rows. We've got about half a ball left. And tomorrow we're going to have to get some more, and then we can do all the borders. But we've still got this for the border too, which is going to look really cool. So I'll see you again once I have all that done and some stuff sewn together. It's update time. Now, it's not a weekend now, so I've gotten dressed. My hair's done. I am awake. I've been working on this blanket a lot late at night, which is why I've been so tired. But I started to put things together. Let's do a little fun. Oh, wait, you ready? I don't know if this is gonna work. Okay, ready? So I did decide to go in the ombre, and I've started with the greens. So everything that had a lot of the green went there, and then still all greens, and then anything that was all blue with a little bit of green went next. My next strip was all blue with any tiny bits of green. That's my next strip. So we've done a strip of four wide, 3 rows, and so this is a row of 4 where we join here, 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 and then we're going to do another 3, and then we will join those 2 big pieces in the middle. If you watch my Carnation Twist playlist, I'll link it. You'll see how that construction works, and we're working based on the construction of quilts, because quilt tops are very big as well, and you make them from pieces, and that's how they do it. They make blocks, then you make strips. So this would be like your quilt block. Then you make strips, you sew the strips together, you make big squares or rectangles, and then you sew them in the middle. Then you do borders. So all my construction on my crochet blanket is based off quilting techniques, because I find if we were to continue adding rows, we're going to have a huge block here with a tiny little row, and it just gets really hard to manage. So I definitely take inspiration from quilt top making to help you make these easier to put together. Also, I do want to do some fusion quilting, which will be similar, but in the middle of each square is fabric, and then you put then you sew around it like this, like a granny square, and then you can crochet it all together instead of sewing it together. But putting things together like a quilt top is just so much more efficient, easier to manage, easier to get the project done. So I'm still having a fantastic time with this. Now, I just tried it out on Charlie's single bed. The 4 across is okay, but it is still very much in the middle of her bed, so we may need to put another strip on. And I did get extra yarn. I went to the Milllands and they had another one. Very lucky, because I can't really buy it. I can buy it in Australia, but it'll be like $30 for the ball. Funnily enough, the 12 ply black yarn is costing more than the original Red Heart yarn. Anyway, I got the Millan for $8.50 because they're on special at the moment. These are gone on special after the weekend and I didn't know, so I just got 2 more. So this is my second one. I thought I was already on my second one. This is 12. No. Yes, because I used one to go, I must have got 3. I used 1 whole skein to go all around each block. Then I've used almost 1 to join them. I think I will get them joined and possibly halfway around the single crochet outline. But that just depends if I decide to make another row. So if I do make another row on the whole thing, I will do a strip of like 2 green, 2 blue, 2 purple, whatever it is, and just put it on this outside edge. I haven't decided yet because I really did want to do like a big border, and now I have extra of the parrot. We could do a really big border, like of double crochet bubble stitches or all waffle stitch, something textured. I think double crochet and bubble stitch would be nice. That's what's here on the wraparound granny square. That's an upcoming tutorial. So yeah, I think I'll do what I've got. And I think I might just leave it like that and do a huge border, which is also like we'll do a thin black, huge rainbow border. then a like 1 single crochet black, and a 1 single crochet colored, and then a 1 single crochet black, like to finish it off. So this like small border, but do a really big border, which is like quilt inspired as well. They do a lot of that with quilting. I'll try and throw up some pictures here if I can find something similar. Otherwise, I'm just watching a video through, my amigurumi stick video through, and I'll be working on this while I watch that, and then we'll update again. So we'll work on it for about half an hour and I'll update you again. So for each square I wove in the ends, and then I joined them end to end until there was a row of 4. Then I took my 2 rows of 4 and sat it on this little lap table, and as I got went forward, I rolled up the back so it was always in front of me. After I joined these 2 rows, it got quite big. So once I had, so it was just the 2 rows. So to get the 3rd one on, I put it on my kitchen bench and I worked on it while I was cooking dinner. This whole process, this whole clip of unedited footage was only 16 minutes, so it didn't take very long at all. And then once I got all of the 3 panels together, I put the 2 3 panels together flat on a table like this. This is my favorite way of joining. I will link the little Pinterest video where I found it. As you can see, you just roll it up so that the work stays comfortably close to you, and just continue on until you get to the end. After I had joined these panels of 3, I did weave in any black ends that were not on an outside edge. I've left the outside edge black threads, and I will do them after they are no longer on the very outside edge. I wait till they come inside after I have put on borders, if that makes sense at all. Okay, so after that clip, I got the 2 large pieces together and I started on the borders. So I did 1 round of just single crochet in the black, because then that makes this the same width as this. And then I've started with a row of double crochet, then a row of, I believe it's Suzette stitch, which is alternating slip stitch and half double crochet, another row of that, and then a row of double crochet. So where's our, here we are, this is where I'm up to give us a large border. It's easy to see like that. Then we're going to do a black border like this, so double crochet, Suzette, Suzette, double crochet, and then we'll see how big it is, but then hopefully we can do our or we could do, actually I think we're going to do a bigger black border, maybe, we'll see. Yeah, we could do a thin one of this, a really big black border, maybe waffle stitch, maybe we could do double crochet, 4 waffle stitch, a double crochet, and then we could do the single crochet colorful border, single crochet darker border. So that's where we're up to. And as I finished each row, I started it here and I went back and forth, so I have been turning my work, and yeah, it's turning out okay. So how we're looking, it's fairly big. This is, yeah, I think that'll be big enough. I think we're just going to do our black this size and then the single crochet borders, and then we can get this all wrapped up and finished, because this is big to sit at, big enough to sit under. It's more of a lap blanket, it's not like crazy long. Here's the other side, looks pretty cool. Can you say? So I think it's going good, and we're still on our last ball of yarn from the first lot of mill-ends, so I'll update you when we're close to the finish or at the finish line. Here is our finished blanket. All the ends are woven in, the border is on, the puppies are here. One more. So the border ended up being double crochet, Suzette, Suzette. There's one on the back as well. Oh no, you end up only seeing one side, but there is 2 Suzettes there, which is the slip stitch, half double crochet, slip stitch, alternating, then a double crochet, then we did 2 rows of double crochet in the black, then it was a row of single black, and I finished off with the Suzette, and it made this beautiful like textured edge, and I just left it at that. I can see it. Oh, the dogs are in the way. Yeah, you see it makes like this round, almost like a shell border, but not. And so next I'm going to show you the glamour shots. But I'm very happy with it. It's beautiful. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe if you like what you see. And check out these other videos.